Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for something a little bit different. Typically, I cover board games, but sometimes I love to dabble into technology, and sometimes I love to dabble in video games. And today, we're doing a little bit of both of that, as we are talking about TabiZoo and their Tabi Party that they have going on right now. So let's catch you up to speed, and then I'm going to go through and rate all the different games, and it's mostly games, that are currently happening as a part of the Tabi Party going on in the Tabi chain. But first, let's talk about what this is. The Tabi chain is a blockchain kind of thing. It's a crypto thing. It's supported by Binance Labs, which really gets me excited, and Animico Brands, but they've got 1.5 million followers. So they launched this Telegram app called the TabiZoo, which is going to be, I guess, like their big thing. It's going to be the big thing in their ecosystem. Now, what they have going on currently is a really cool promotion, which actually got me to check them out, which is called the Tabi Party. So right now, the Tabi Party is where it's like 15, 16, 17 other separate projects are all going to essentially give them some of their in-game crypto or currency or whatever it is, and then if you sign up for TabiZoo and you spin this little wheel and draw stuff out of this crane machine here, then you will be rewarded with those in-game currencies from those games that, once again, are kind of hard to get, or you have to pay money for them. Right? The reason why I am here, full disclosure, is for Wizzwoods. And I will tell you that I am not going to bust your chops here at all. I'll give you my honest opinion about each and every one of these games. I am not sponsored or supported or in any way endorsed in any way, shape, or form by any of the companies that you're going to see here. That'd be super cool, but that's not how the cookie crumbles. Last thing I want to mention is be careful, and none of this is financial advice. And their big thing, by the way, which they have on their Twitter, is once again just reason to remind you to be careful, because on here is one company they will not be talking about, which is To Market, one project, because To Market apparently was a big scam and they ran off people's money? Question mark? I couldn't find them on Twitter. I could only find To Market, which is, of course, the scammers who are trying to trick people who are on To Market's Twitter, which has now since been removed. So be careful. That's the big gist. But let's get into it. First, we'll talk about TabiZoo itself. And I'm going to look at all these from two different perspectives that I want to mention right from the jump. I'm going to look at it first as a gamer who likes to play fun games. Some of these are just absolute trash. They're just trash because you're trying to earn a couple dollars here and there. I'll tell you that. Some of these are not really games at all, and I'll tell you that as well. But I'm also going to be looking at it from the potential money earning perspective and why I might continue to keep doing these. Once again, not financial advice, but what I'm going to continue to do. So TabiZoo, it's functional, it works well. I've had next to no issues with it, except every once in a while when I log in, it says, oh, hey, you're back, and it does this weird little thing where it takes me back to my level. But the basic gist is really simple. You spin a slot machine, whippy skippy, and you earn stuff. So the energy is going to be used in the future. The coins are going to be used to level up your character, so you can mine more of these coins right here, which I believe the scuttlebutt on the internet is these are going to be a cryptocurrency in the future. Some people are like, don't even spend them, but I'm here for Wizzwoods gold, so I don't care. But that's the basic quote-unquote game. It's another slot machine. It's nothing new. It's nothing exciting. It's nothing different, but it is competent. You get those Z tokens, and then you can draw from here. You can do a basic draw, which will call you the Z tokens. Then, of course, you can spend stars, aka money. Now, luckily, you can go to the Tabi Party, and you can actually burn a whole bunch of stars. Now, you see, let me go to ones on the bottom that I didn't figure out all the information for. Maybe I didn't. But there's like 4 things you can do. You can follow them on Twitter. You can play their game for a little bit. But essentially, each one of those is going to give you 2 stars, which are just regular stars. But they also are going to allow you to draw this machine. And I'll just go ahead and do it one time. Oh, you go in, and the price increases. I got a well. Wow. The price increases the more you go up. Now, why am I drawing this stuff? This stuff up top are things that are going to allow you to make nodes, which will allow you to essentially mine, and that's where you're hopefully going to make money in the future. And as you can see, I've purchased 4 of these nodes. With these NFT games, I kind of consider them like a crypto that I'm investing in. It's like, I'll just throw some money at it, and I hope it's going to go well. Now I'm covering it, so hopefully it'll go even better. But those are essentially going to make you tokens, the Tabi tokens, when they come out. And once again, I'm pretty bullish on Tabi as a whole, so this feels like what they want you to do. Tabi Chain's like, we want you to go here, we want you to participate in our ecosystem, right? So TabiZoo itself, it's functional, it works, it worked well enough that I was like, all right, I'll invest in it. But now let's get to Tabi Party. Oh, so that's the first one we got here. So for TabiZoo, I would say it's a B tier. You know, I think it's fine. I would love some more features, but at the end of the day, it brought me in here, it's competent, and it is a really cool idea. Like bringing all these games together, and you can earn currency from all of them and explore all these different games potentially. I love the basic idea, but I can't go any higher than a B because at the end of the day, it's nothing more than a slot machine. Now, we're going to go through each and every one of these one by one, and we're going to rank them. So first we have Stakestone. This one is not a game at all. It's actually just a place where you can stake Bitcoin and Ethereum and stuff like that, and you can earn their coin, which was stake. And honestly, they had some pretty good rates, and if I had some disposable income, I probably would have done it, but I did not. But it looked fine, so I guess for Stakestone, we'll just go right in the middle, C. I don't have a lot of money to invest, so I can't tell you if they're fantastic rates or not. Go check it out. It looked competent, it looked professional, it looked fine. Next, we have Balenciaga, which is the most interesting one, undoubtedly, because it's not actually a game. Wait, can I just go? I just want to go to Balenciaga. There it is. It's not actually a game at all. This one, and by the way, all the referral codes are down below. This one I would recommend just signing up for. This is once again from the Bear people, and there's no game at all. It literally is just sign up. We want to have your wallet in here, and I've earned 100 million free coins. I'm mining coins right now, and I get a $10 discount on something in the future. Also, you can get some NFT. Honestly, the only reason I'm bullish on this one is because the people behind it. Blind Faith, no game, but worth signing up for early adopter goodies. And that's the other thing that I wrote down. Barra seems to be very, very gracious with their goodies based on their Twitter. They seem to really support their things well. So I'm pretty bullish on it. But at the end of the day, I go with a C. Well, that's weird because I'm not just rating it as a game. I'm rating it as its potential. And I don't think they would just put this up here unless they have big plans for it. If you could be an early adopter, you know, that's nice. So I'm going to go with a B tier there. I think that's one. And honestly, it's so quick to sign up. And that's the other thing that I do want to mention. Each of these are also giving away different things. So Stakestone's giving away USDT. Ooh, I earned 10 cents. Berry Saga is giving away the dollar coin. Next we have Buffy Durov. Jiminy Christmas. This game is trash. This game is absolute trash. It's barely even a game. Let me put my notes on here. I am, like, if you're looking at this strictly from a profit-making thing, maybe their pedigree looks like it's gonna go well. Wait, I didn't write it down. Yeah, so here's the two games. Are you ready for it? You can punch a dog, which, you know, it's a clicking game, whatever. But there's also, you can roll a dice and test your luck. It's like, it's not fun. I'm not excited about it. Oh, Hot Trash. Here's my notes. Hot Trash, straight up cash grab with two quote-unquote games, roll a die and punch a dog. So, and honestly, the people behind it didn't look like one where I was like, oh man, I think this one's really going to be huge. Like Balenciaga, it's like, oh, it's from the people who do Barra. It's like, okay. TabiZoo, once again, it's just a slot machine, but it's from the people who do Tabi. This one, I can't, like, it wasn't fun. I'm not excited to go back to it for money or for fun or for anything. It was just nothing burger. Complete and utter nothing burger. But let's get back. And apparently TabiZoo's being weird today. I can't just get in there. So I'll go to the next one. And I do also want to mention that I'm also going to throw in some here that I'm supporting that are not a part of that. And just to throw in there and see where they are. So we'll get to those when we get to those. Next we have Pina Mania. This one's actually pretty interesting. I'm going to put this one in the... You can talk me into A tier because of how different it is, but I'm going to go with B tier. So this one, I really wish I could, let's see if I can pull it up for you here. It's a very simple game. I don't want to go to Wizzwoods. It's a very simple game where you are going to essentially be playing Mahjong. It's a Mahjong. Oh, there it is. It's right there. Dagnabbit. It's a Mahjong style game. And that makes it different from a lot of other games that I've seen here, which I like. The thing that I did notice about Pina Mania is it looks very cluttered. It looks like a giant cluttered mess. Oh, continue my things. It's got persistent mining. It's got a fun enough game where it's just like, oh, you got to get 3. So you put them on here, and then you, like, I could see grandmas playing it kind of thing. But it's enjoyable enough. And the levels go up, and they go into challenge. You can see how other people did. And everything here is very functional. It's useful. I've had no issues with it. I think it's rock solid. I'm going to go with a B tier on this one. Yeah. Pina Mania, it's not my style game, that Mahjong style, but I think if it is your style, I think that's one you might want to check out. Rock solid game. Next, we have one that I actually do like a lot. We're going to put it in the A tier. I can't go S tier just because I don't know the pedigree of this one, but gameplay-wise, I enjoy what Valor Quest is doing. Now, it is a dirt simple clicking game. Like I'm not trying to be like, oh, it's the reinvention of the wheel, but it does its job really well. Here's your Valor. Oh, look at that. I think I can. Oh, I don't know what that red means down there. You have a weapon, you got a necklace, you got this sort of stuff. But the big thing is what you're earning, actually, with the TabiZoo are these Enigma Vaults, which are $1 a pop. And as you can see, I got 24 of them coming to me. They were very, very kind with those. So my creature is going to level up like crazy. They just unveiled their NFTs yesterday, and I can show you what a quick game of it looks like. It's really simple. So it plays on the phone really well. You just click. And you can click, when you're on the phone, you can click at multiple different spots, and you just click, and you kill stuff. Like, literally, you don't even have to be looking at your phone. And I know you're like, well, that's not super fun gameplay-wise, but it's like, yeah, but for a game like this, just knowing that I don't even have to look at my phone, pretty much, and I can do my daily thing while I'm clicking, watching something on the couch, with my family, with my wife. So we'll get out of here. But you have daily stuff you can do. And one thing I like is they actually have a really nice looking, here it is down here, feature offer area where every day there's a lot of feature offers, and they all, like, they're reasonably priced. There's a bunch of free ones. They want you to do ads, of course, which is as per normal. And that's another big hint I want to give you on TabiZoo. If you do TabiZoo, make sure that you watch the 10 free ads, because they'll give you 5 burgers, aka extra spins, and it really helps you level up faster so you can get your guy mining a little bit more of those coins or whatnot. But Valor Quest, I don't know the track record on this one enough, but I've actually enjoyed the game, and I've probably put a couple hours into it, and I'm excited to level up my guy. I'm actually really excited to open these Enigma Vault boxes. I think I'm going to do like a little YouTube short showing it off. Promising Valor Quest. Also, their Twitter's rock solid. That is one that I think is I'm pretty bullish on. Don't FOMO. This one is not a game. Well, it is kind of a game, I guess. Dang it, can I just click on it? Yes, when I shot this video last time without sound, I could just click on these and it would take me straight to them, and now it won't let me, and it's super annoying, so I have to look them up. So this is a game, but it's mostly, they're trying to gamify staking. That's the bottom line. They're trying to gamify staking, and I feel like they did a pretty good job. The website popped. Like, it looked pretty good. Essentially, what you're doing is you're trying to buy these keys, and these keys are essentially predicting the lowest cost of a crypto. So it's like, when, buy Bitcoin when it's at its lowest price in the next 2 hours, right? And it's like, all right, so you buy keys to kind of do that. It's like a little bit of a contest. Anytime you're gamifying something, I think it's going to go well. The presentation on this one looked good, and this one was not actually oh man, this was the staking thing. Don't FOMO website. Dag nabbit. All right, it looks pretty good though. If you're looking into staking, I like this one just because they're trying to gamify it, and I haven't seen a lot of other people do it in just this quite way. And anytime I see someone doing something different or unique in the crypto circuit, or at least unique to me, I'm going to give that a slight edge up. So, was there anything we haven't done yet there? Oh, man, it's not even on here. What a rookie mistake. I put Don't FOMO probably, I'm going to go C, same with Stake Stone. Actually, I think I'd go with B. Yeah, I'm going to go with C. I'm going to go with B, just for the gamifying. I love the idea of the game. No, I'm going to go with C. I think C is fair. All right, moving on. We got Talix. This one is really interesting. So Talix, man, this is so annoying that you going to let me go to Talix? Oh, TabiZoo, you're dropping the ball here. Yesterday, it used to have like a little click here, and you could you could go to it. They need to fix that. There's a couple things on there. There's the general app where I'm like, man, that seems like it could make that better. Talix is a really fascinating one, where essentially there's all, I actually want to show you Talix. I don't know how to use Telegram, I'm such a damn noob. So Talix is a video streaming service where, I give up. Talix is a video streaming service where they have, I think, 3 or 4 shows right now, an episode of content, and each of those shows has a cryptocurrency And you can also have their currency, which lets you like watch more shows in the future, I think is going to be the model. And you can earn coins just by watching their shows. And I watched like 1 or 2 episodes of different things, and they felt pretty professionally made. They seemed well enough. The acting seemed fine. I'm not really one who consumes a lot of video content outside of like YouTube and stuff like that, so I'm not the market. But it's a really interesting premise. I was worried with the fact that there was only like 4 things on there, but I'm going to go with a C. I'm going to go with a C on this one. I think it's a really interesting idea, and I actually did click on one of the links. It's like, oh, can I start making videos on this? And it was like a little bit more confusing than I'd like, so I was like, whatever. We're going to go with one that's not actually on the TabiZoo that I do, which is Zoo. And what the heck is it called? Zoo Family. And I just want to give this one a big old hearty D, because it pisses me off. So Zoo is a really boring game where you can purchase zoo creatures in your zoo, and they will passively mine this coin for you. And then they need fed like 4 times a day. So pretty much you just log on and feed them. And then you just mine. It's just, they tried to gamify mining, which once again, I can appreciate. But it's just, it's the way they do it. It's just like all their Twitter posts, all their Telegram posts are like, oh my gosh, in the next 24 hours, you gotta get this. I'll never be back ever. It's the greatest value ever. Your family will insult you at Christmas for not buying this. Like stuff like that. Last part, obviously, hyperbolic. But it's just, I don't like the cut of their jig at all. Their game sucks. It's not really a game at all. Just disappointing. Next we have, speaking of disappointment, let's go with a big old fat F for Counterfire. Now, Counterfire is a really cool looking battle royale MOBA style game that I was really excited to play. And I downloaded it for my iPad, and I got my controller hooked up, and I was like, I can't wait to play this, and it didn't work. It didn't work. I tried disconnecting the controller. It didn't work. I got stuck every time just trying to make my name. And I was like, well, this sucks. I said, fine. I will do it on my phone. And I download the app for the phone because it's a big thing they had the iOS, they had the Android, and I think they had like Google or something like that. Like, we got a whole bunch of different apps. Well, couldn't get it to work either. Same issue. I tried to enter my name, tried to enter numerous different names. Nothing. So Counterfire, I wanted to play you. I wanted to rave about you because you look really cool and fun. And it's like, nope, can't do it because I can't play it. So bye-bye, Counterfire. To the F with you. Boom, 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 boom. Next, we have Project Schrodinger. Man, what a turd. Oh, hey, it is letting me click on it. Cool. So this one, I will say, they do seem to have people behind them. So if you're looking at this purely from a profit-making thing, maybe. And actually, they're giving away some really good stuff in the form of, I believe it, so they're giving away 2 things. So they're giving away these, the cat vouchers, which I think, yeah, those are, whatever, who cares about those? But they're also giving away another thing you need, which I think is down here, the SGGR, which is like the cryptocurrency. But there's only like 100 or something. But this is barely a game. It's like, oh, you can spin. Oh, God, this spinner. So that's what I wrote. I wrote trash, not fun, not well optimized, not much of a game, and confusing. And then I wrote this in all caps, the worst wheel. This wheel is so trash. It takes forever. You're like, oh, I got 10 spins. I'll just finish this one real fast. Just, well, I'm going to the bathroom, you know? And yeah, and this is a whole bunch of them are just 110 fish. You're like, oh, cool, I'm getting... No. It cost 100 fish to spin the wheel. So you made 10. Goody. Then we're going to sit back for more. Oh, 110. Yeah, baby. You can't... It's just so slow, and it looks like garbage, and I don't even care. But I will say, 110. Yippee. Cool. Thank you. But I will say, I do know the people behind this are people who like, they're bigger, I think. Like, they're attached to the Schrodinger coin or something like that, which is worth like 80-something cents I saw. So if you get an NFT, might be worth it. But other than that, like, I don't... I'd be more than happy to never talk about Project Schrodinger ever again. Ever. Space Nation Online. Now this one, very interesting one. This is not a Telegram game. This is like a full game. You got to do a big download for it. And I did. It's a spacey game. I went through like the first opening thing, and I blew up some spaceships, and then I was walking around. It's not my style game. It looks like it could be a lifestyle game, though. The controls felt solid, and it's one to try out if you would like to have a lifestyle crypto space game, quite frankly. With that being said, it didn't look as fleshed out as I'd want it to be. Like, I played some other game, well, one other game specifically, that really just blew my pants off with how fleshed out it was, which we're going to talk about. But Station Station Online, I'd go with a solid B on this one. It looks like the kind of thing where if you told me you were playing in 15 years, I'd be like, yeah, I bet you don't play many other games. I bet that's just your game. Next, one that I really, really dug, Somo Tap Tap Trip. But before we get into that, I want to talk Capybara Nation, which is actually one of the other ones that I'm in. And playing Somo Tap Tap Trip made me realize how much Capybara Nation kind of disappoints me. So I got on Capybara Nation because it was attached to the Chronos ecosystem, and I was able to get in super early, and they had this amazing 100% staking thing. And I've made $300 to $500, I think, on Capybara Nation. I still got like $1,000 invested in it, and we're pulling it out slowly. And I honestly think I'm gonna make my money back, which is big ups. But the game itself is not much of a game at all. Like, they give you things to upgrade, but then there's nothing past the upgrade, and you see people post these pictures on like Twitter, and it's like, oh, you have like $585 billion, which tells me, there's nothing to do with the money. Because I get up there, I'll get like, yeah, it's just, yeah, it's very disappointing. I put Capybara Nation to C. I am still bullish on it because they're tapped to the Chronos ecosystem, which doesn't mean much after balls look like they rugged everybody. But back to Somo Tip Tap Trip. I actually really dig this one, and this one I plan on keep playing it. And it's a really simple, once again, just simple mining game where it's like, oh, you gotta tap the screen to do the things. And I can't show you this one, or else I would, because it actually looks really good. It looks really polished. But this one you can't play on your computer. You have to play it on your phone or whatever else, or Trick It or something like that. But it gamifies it where there's like a boss that you're working up to, and you can tap really fast on it, and it feels like what Capybara Nation. It doesn't feel the same. It feels different. Plus, the other thing that gets me bullish on this is it's attached to a 3-game ecosystem. Like, there's this battling game called Somo, which I guess is pretty stinking popular. And this being attached to it, in addition to just being a solid tapping game compared to a lot of the other tapping games that I've played, makes me pretty bullish on Soma. I'm going to put this one up as an A as well. And these are two of the games that I plan on keep playing. These ones, this one for financial reasons, obviously. But these two, I actually that one I'm getting a boatload of stuff for as well. But even if I wasn't, I'd still be playing it because I do enjoy it. To market, let's talk about that one. I talked about it a little bit earlier, how it was, in fact, appears to be a scam that rugged everybody. So I feel like that one's an F. But I'd still rather try it out than Buffy Durham. So here you go. And I can at least probably play it at this point. I'm sure they'll still take my money, whereas I can't counterfire. And Project Schrodinger, you suck. You can go get a D. I'll put you above Zoo because you do have a good track record. Actually, Zoo does as well. Zoo's based on some other people. Like Zoo, the people who did Family Zoo or whatever did something else, which is why I got into it. Either way, it sucks. Now, let's move on to something that's actually really interesting. Goddess AI, which is this goddess that you have conversations with. It's like a chat bot thing. I can check out the X for you. I'm going to give it to you. And you talk to this goddess, and then you can unlock cards. The cards are pictures of goddesses with nothing else. Like, there's no... And if you get enough cards of these AI-generated goddesses, then you can get new goddesses to talk to, which, fine, I guess. So here's the thing. I'm going to put this one C, because it's just weird enough to work, and because when I did talk to my goddess, like when I'd actually take the time out and be like, oh, here's what's going on in my life, and here's, it was actually really good advice. I can see people getting addicted to this, not because of the dog crap game attached to it of, oh, let's collect pictures, but just the basic premise of like, oh, you got this goddess on your phone who's like watching over you and giving you life advice. And if that has like a persistent memory, where it's like, oh, like where it's like bringing up stuff from like months ago or stuff like that, I think Goddess AI, I would be much more bullish on it if they could get a touch-to-talk feature. Because at the end of the day, just typing it all in is like, but Goddess AI is an interesting one. They are giving away trash, though. So they're giving away 2.5 Solana, but they're also giving away gems. Don't get excited. The gems, you get like 40 just for logging in a day, so they're like nothing. But gotta say, I'll put it in the C. Blocklords, S tier. S tier for me. I put about 10 hours into this one so far. This one's, again, not a Telegram game. This is like a full game. You can get on the Epic Game Store. I believe it's on Steam as well. And I was really hoping to get some Lords, because that's like their currency, which will really bump me up. But this is like a really in-depth, like, I don't want to say civilization-style game, but a game where essentially the land was ravaged, and now you're starting to farm, and you can start wherever you want. And the most powerful person in that chunk, because it's going to be an MMORPG of land, is going to like get taxes and like help rule the land, but you're going to start like building yourself up. Then in theory you can like overthrow it. There's going to be like there's lots of different stuff to. I was hoping they'd have some actual in-game stuff. I was hoping they'd have some like, and then you can get into combat with people, and you can upgrade your buildings, and it's a really pretty looking game. It's got Square Enix, GameStop, and a couple other people not making it, but like supporting it. And with these crypto games, typically when you play them, you can see the end. Like you can see the end game. You're like, all right, what am I working towards? Oh, it's over there. There's a whole bunch of people there. They're just waiting for more content. This one feels like it's been around so long that I played for like 10 hours and I was like, okay, I don't know where this is going. Like combat looks fun, you know, like ooh, Soma Battleground. So ooh, first look, I gotta check that out later. I don't actually have to. I won't get arrested. Why am I still talking about this? Blocklords is great. S tier. I am super bullish on it. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing it just because I don't play a lot of PC games. But once again, if you were in the market for a lifestyle crypto style game that's on the PC, I would highly recommend you check out Blocklords. Just give it a whirl. It's free. I've enjoyed my time with it. It reminds me like a more in-depth version of that game that was on Gala Games that I enjoyed, Farmtown, but they just stupidly changed the name for whatever reason. Blocklords, definitely my most exciting. Oh my gosh, did I really not put a picture in here for Wizzwoods? Dang it, I'm a noob. Next we have Dejen Dog, which this one sucked too. Pretty sure this one I was very disappointed in. Let's go check out. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, so this one, cool. Thank you. It's boring, so I can't play it. Yeah, so I lost my notes here, but Dejen Dog is. Man, no, I actually do want to remember it. Because I don't want to talk about the trash. Oh, so I said, mine coins, upgrade your dog, earn poop NFTs, predict how Bitcoin will do, and then I put meh. So it's not trash. Meh. Maybe for the NFTs. That's what I wrote down. And I can't look at it here. The user interface was not very good. That's one thing I remember. I think this is the one where I was going to show you the Twitter. Where it was like, oh yeah, you know why they're not showing any in-game footage? Because it looks like garbage. Yeah, Dejen Dog, like, no. No, there's way better out there, unless you're like super bullish on who's behind it, but no. Then last but not least, Wizzwoods, which is the company that actually brought me to the Tabi Party in general. And this one, I've shot a video about why I'm super bullish on Wizzwoods. I really enjoy the game. I will say, though, playing Blocklords makes me both excited for the future of Wizzwoods, but also at the same time, I want to see it because I've hit the essentially like the quote-unquote end where it's like, all right, I could make blueprints, but whatever. But it's a wizard game. It's a mining game where you have these little wizards, and they go around your island, and they pick mushrooms, and then they can start killing slimes, and essentially you're mining. And then you can upgrade your wizards, and those wizards are going to become NFTs. And the big reason why I'm bullish on Wizzwoods is not necessarily because of the game. I do enjoy the game. Like, I enjoy checking it, a couple times a day, fixing things when I need to. But it's the fact that they are going to be connected to the Bear chain, the Tabi chain, and the Ton blockchain, which is 6 million-ish people with, a change in the political landscape coming. I just feel like Wizzwoods, and then the other big thing with Wizzwoods is you can play it on X. Like, you can actually, like, if you boot up Google Chrome, you can play Wizzwoods on X. Now, you can't play your Wizzwoods game on X and on Telegram, but to be able to play that on just on Chrome, that opens it up to a whole new audience who are going to be interested in those NFTs, the gold, the ecosystem, and then they're trying to bring it to something called Line, which is big in Asia, and then they're planning on bringing it to Discord, the actual game itself. So you could potentially, by the end of the year, be able to play this on Line, Discord, Telegram, X, and those NFTs that you're essentially going to make in the future, which are these wizards you're progressively upgrading, are then going to be things that could be sold to millions of people across 4 separate social networks and 3 different chains. Not to mention, I imagine new and upcoming chains are probably going to want to connect. So this could be like, I'm just super bullish on what they're planning on doing in general. Their actual reward here, giving away the gold, it's fine. 195 gold is like nothing at all. But that's the TabiZoo. That was the full overview of everything going on with it. If this video helped you out, or if you're planning on checking them out, please check out the referral codes down below. That helps me an awful lot, especially if it's a game that looks super cool. If you all sign up for Buffy Durham, maybe I'll play that one, but probably not. Probably not. Don't make me play Buffy Durham. Just ignore that referral code. But go have a good one. Bye-bye.